Dear friends, good morning on Tuesday the 28th of April. Yesterday I spoke about the first reason why I'm a Christian, the prior call of God on my life. God came searching for me long before I found him. But the second reason I'm a Christian is the person of Jesus Christ. That's what I want to talk about today. When I was a child, I had a picture of Jesus on my bedroom wall. He was depicted as fair-skinned, blonde and blue-eyed, with a neatly trimmed beard, and he was dressed in a beautiful white robe. He was standing in a lovely sunlit meadow with wild flowers, rabbits, fawns, and small birds which were eating out of his hands. If anything was guaranteed to make me believe that Jesus was a mythical figure who I could dismiss when I grew up, that picture was it. When I discovered Jesus for myself from the Gospels, I found somebody who was totally different. For a start, he was a Middle Eastern Jewish man, not Caucasian. Then he was really tough. He was tempted in the desert by Satan. He was constantly in arguments with the religious leaders. He died a hideous death, and his teaching was uncompromising. "Take up your cross and follow me," he said. "Whoever wants to find his life must lose it." I also found somebody who was fantastically self-centered. He was always talking about himself. "I am the bread of life. I am the light of the world. If you've seen me, you've seen the Father." And then there were his astonishing miracles, healing the blind, making the paralyzed walk again, stilling a storm at sea, turning water into wine. But the most extraordinary thing I was confronted with was a man who claimed to be God. When he said he was the light of the world, he was claiming that everyone was in darkness without him. When he said he was the bread of life, he was claiming that everyone was starving without him. When he claimed to be able to forgive sins, he was assuming an authority that only God possessed. In fact, the main reason he was executed was because of his claims to divinity. But I wasn't scandalized by his claims. They made perfect sense to me, for the man who said these things was self-evidently the God he claimed to be. As C.S. Lewis famously wrote, "A man who was merely a man and said the sort of things that Jesus said would not be a great moral teacher. He would either be a lunatic, on a level with the man who says he's a poached egg, or else he would be the devil of hell. You must make your choice. Either this man was and is the Son of God, or else a madman, or something worse." That's from Mere Christianity. And I did make my choice. I instinctively recognised this man as the God who had the claim on my life. But I didn't find that restricting or constraining. I found it liberating, because I knew that the bread of life would feed me, that the light of the world would light up my life, that he would forgive me and draw me into a relationship with the Father. And even if that did mean me losing my life, he would give me an infinitely better one. And he is the main reason that I am still a Christian today. He is still utterly compelling to me. And I want others to be captivated by him in the way that I am. It's why the aim of our church is to be passionate about Jesus. I do hope that you are passionate about him as well.